And Bazinga.
Ooh.
Tell me more about ice cream. What are you in the mood for?
I don't know what I'm in. See, I don't like Dairy Queen though.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Because their ice cream is so watery.
It's so sugary.
I like Culver's is where it is.
I like
frozen
Culver's,
custard.
but I'm not always in the mood for it.
No, yeah, you're right. You have to be in the mood or something like that. But...
I honestly think that Dairy Queen mixes their ice cream with like 50% whipped cream or something like that.
It's so watery.
I don't think it's watery.
I think it is.
They tip them upside down, David. Explain that. Don't you know that's the thing?
Yeah, I see it because when I go there, you see on the side it's like if we don't tip it upside down, you get a free one.
I don't think they do that.
I don't think they
during
actually
the. No, they do it most of the time. They're not doing it during the pandemic.
Oh.
You want to go to Florida?
I want to go to Florida so we can go to the Republican National Convention, though.
There's no way they're still doing that.
They're still doing it.
They've said that, but I mean, it's gonna get to like 2 weeks ahead.
I'm surprised they're still doing the one in Milwaukee.
They're
Democratic.
not. The DNC.
Oh, I thought they were going to.
Well, they pushed it back to August, but what they really heavily hinted at is that they're going to probably just do a Zoom thing. And like maybe somebody will give a speech there, but it's not going to be a big gathering. I mean, Potawatomi is still... I got the inside info. Potawatomi is still only 25% capacity, and they're only doing slot machines right now. I don't think there's like... Other than the basic things they need to operate in slot machines, they don't have anything else open.
Yeah. Well, slot machines, they only need to do slot machines to make money, so...
Yeah, it's only 1 in 4.
Oh, they're only doing 1 in 4 slot machines?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you have to do an appointment. It's all very complicated. Although I wouldn't know any of this because I think my employee account was deleted. But if there... I don't know why I got legit vibes weird. If there was going to be a DNC, I think I would have a job. So I don't know. I don't know how much for or against I am right now with it.
Yeah, because you don't know what... there's lots of up-in-the-air things.
So, yeah, what it is they have 4 phases of opening. And the first phase is just, like, the necessary stuff. And then it's like, there's going to be 3 more phases. Maybe we'll call you on the 4th phase.
Maybe we'll call.
And that might be this year. And I'm not joking. This isn't even... That was the farthest... Can I just find it?
I think so, yeah.
That was the farthest correspondence I received regarding my furlough. And then I'm like, oh, I'll check my online... Oh, my login doesn't work anymore. I'll just call IT. Oh, I don't have their number because I don't have my account. So that's where I'm at right now. And then, okay, so I'm supposed to be going to Japan.
Yep.
They haven't said any official statements or anything, but I guess what it's looking like is if the U.S. has open borders, or at least reciprocity with Japan, and vice versa, which I guess is redundant, because there is reciprocity. But, so Chinese gonna then
yeah,
I would be going. However, the good news is, well, I don't even know if this is good or bad news or what, but it's also looking like, okay, for whatever reason, the U.S. doesn't get together by then, which I think is incredibly likely.
Yes.
That I would potentially go in April or next September. So I might have just like a blank
a year.
That's the thing, it's like, I don't really know what to do exactly.
Yeah, because you won't know until they tell you for certain.
Well, I gotta be ready to go basically any time, which
Yeah.
also sucks. But, I mean, it's not, I pretty much prepared most stuff. It's just like, well, it doesn't really make sense to start a new career in a different field or, like, find employment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't know, what do I do? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. It's weird, because you can look at it as a really cool opportunity. It's like, oh, you kind of have a year to get everything together, but then you're like...
I'd kind of rather just have a job. I think you had to do the saxophone first.
Oh, no, I can't do it when I'm tiny? Yeah, you're right, I can't. Well, I'm going to do it next time. I don't mind not having a job, but I will say there is a certain structure to being employed that benefits your life.
Yes.
I could use some stability.
Yes. I think stability, because, like, this, and any... Oh, maybe you do have to maintain. Oh, yeah, because then it'll...
David,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't have any... Oh, I have 2 saxophones. What? I guess my
How do you revive those?
There's like little headphones.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and the other thing is, well, I feel bad for a lot of people. I'm fortunate that I have like other people I can stay to figure out.
Yeah.
What about people that have like leases and stuff? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Like, are people, gosh, if you got to be ready to leave, you can't really get a new lease. I don't know. At the end of the day, I blame Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Trump rallies.
I would blame Trump in general.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Or at least how the government has handled all of this.
I think it's really weird how he goes on TV and he's like, "We're doing a tremendous job," and it's always the thing where it's like, "Oh, we're doing more testing, that's why it's bad." But then every person like Fauci says we're doing it on statistics and percentage based. So
This is the race.
This is, I think, honestly impossible. I'm gonna try this once, and then you can try it.
Okay.
This guy looks freaky, and he looks like he belongs in a different universe, too.
I don't like those eyes. Those eyes with, like, the eyes with the eyelids.
He does not look like something that belongs in the Donkey Kong. I don't think you can touch him. Yeah, oh my god. That's a restriction they didn't need to have. Is that it basically pressure... I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I gotta at least, like, get going. Because you have to... It pressures you to move really fast in the beginning. Oh my gosh, I have to do all that. Or do you just want to let him get a head start?
Maybe.
I don't know what the strat is.
I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, pass me.
Oh!
Okay, you try and do this.
Can you jump?
Yes.
Okay.
But
and B
can't.
is A, right?
Yeah.
And
no,
B
is not A. The buttons that are
the red
Nintendo
is the A.
64 controller
The red is
are
A.
the correct ones. The thing is, though, you can't change your momentum in air when you're jumping. So it's not like when you're on the ground. You'll keep moving in whatever direction you're going in.
Gosh, I haven't played an N64 game in so long. I forgot.
Okay, you're ahead, but see this.
You can slow down though.
I know you can.
Oh!
I know you can slow down, but if you slow down, he's gonna hurt you.
Yeah, he'll hit you.
I think they should have just made this a race. The coins should not be a part of this.
Yeah, I don't see why it's needed.
I guess it's kind of like, oh, you played Mario 64, you had fun with that. Well, let's make it harder. And
you have to collect stuff. Yep.
And it's like, well, that was fun. This is not fun.
Oop. Oop. I'm fine with us just leaving.
Okay, well, I just want to see a little bit more of the track, honestly. Let's just go slow. I'm just going to try on where I go slow in the beginning and see if maybe there's like an obvious point where you can kind of get the upper hand. Can I shoot him?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I can't use my attacks either. I was wondering if maybe you could like hit him or something. The way his mouth just...
I think there's also a race with him in
but there's no coins.
in the fungi one.
It's a rabbit, I think.
Oh.
Or no, maybe there is a rematch with him. I think maybe you're Lanky Kong. They let you speed up. I guess they probably... Yeah, no. They probably play tested this, and since you can speed up so much, they're like, oh, this is too easy, add the coins.
When it's just so not needed.
That's not fun. I'm upset.
Yeah. And I don't like the sounds it was making. Didn't sound very Beetle-like.
No.
Everything about that is canceled.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go into the scary area.
The scary area? Oh, the... Get out!
Yeah, that's needlessly frightening.
Yeah. That always scared... That scared me when I was 20 years old and I played this. So.
You get scared really easily.
I get scared very easily. With games, not as much anymore, but with movies, definitely. I get scared very easily in movies.
I've never even watched anything remotely scary with you. Like, what's the scariest thing you've seen recently? I'm just trying to think is like, what do you...
Scariest thing I've seen recently? I don't even know. I choose not to watch scary things.
See, but that's why you're constantly scared, because your idea of what's scary is worse than what things actually are.
Well, yeah, but... I think the thing was in the back. You had to...
Was it? No, I think I have to activate them. That's a different place. They're in the back here. Or maybe? Can I only get in? Let me check this. I think there's something I have to do somewhere that makes those show up.
Oh.
Upstairs.
Ooh.
I thought I was so smart as a kid too, because I was like, oh, you can shoot the sides of the switch and it still works. It's clever.
Clever. Yeah, I for me, like, playing 99 and Virtuous Last Reward, that's not scary to me, though. It's not scary. So
Well, what is, though?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, that's the thing, is, like, when you let your imagination run, you're...
Yeah.
That's why all...
Well, that's why the good
Yeah.
horror movies don't show you right away.
I need the trombone.
I thought you already came in here with her.
I did, but I don't think I did everything. I think there's
Ooh.
I think there's something you do here. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something you do in the level that makes those switches appear. But anyway, we got more golden bananas to get anyway.
Yeah. I also just know that because like scary movies make me sweat and they make me nervous, and I know like I get more nervous watching them and seeing what might happen than what actually does happen, so I just don't watch them because I'm like, I don't really want to subject myself to that.
What the heck? How am I supposed to get in here as Lanky? Or am I looking at the colors wrong? That looks
No,
blue.
that's definitely blue. Well, you have the two.
Oh.
Oh.
That's not...
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, I think I just
Looks
need
like a little lava
I'm just gonna have to
puzzle.
ponytail twirl.
Yeah. So I just don't watch them because I know it makes me freak out, so I don't do it.
See, that's just a different philosophy of approach, because I'm like hard pressed to think of something that I would just like avoid by virtue of like, oh, I don't like this type of thing. I'm trying to think, because I feel like there's good.
Well, there's games you won't play.
I know there's games I won't play, but I won't be like, oh, I don't play first-person shooter games, so I won't try BioShock or something like that.
Oh, that's true, I guess. Well, I can.
BioShock is scary. When you hear the thunk.
Oh, I mean, kind of, I guess. But that's not the kind of scary that makes me scared. I hate loud noises and jump scares. That's what I hate. Like, I could probably watch Midsummer and
No,
like...
you get free. You couldn't handle that, I guarantee.
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, that freaked me out. That's super. It's not that scary. What I don't like is gore, and that's super gory.
I probably won't like that.
Gore freaks me out, which I think is reasonable.
I think that's reasonable.
I think that's the point, but there's people who really like that stuff.
Yeah. There's like a site for that, right? Where people, it's like a horror movie. It's called like Blood. There's a website with that, and
There's
it's
a
like,
website for
and there's like
everything.
people are like, this is how gory it is, and then people are like, it's not gory enough. And I'm like, okay, you do you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think. I don't know. But now you can get in with Lanky.
Yep, that's the plan. I have that.
Like
You really
Lanky.
won't. I think we're really gonna want to get as many of those blueprints as we can.
Yeah. Because that'll help with the maze thing at the end.
So I remember that being difficult, and I really don't want to have to do a 40-minute level like more than once, if it can be avoided.
Yeah, if we can just do it in the... Oh, I didn't know there was one in here. That makes things nice.
Yeah, it's weird. The banana caps for this one are like independent. There's its own 1 and 2.
I like how Linky has like a little patch on the back. That's cute.
Overall, I like how he walks too. They didn't have to make it so. Chris, did you ever? You know, I've heard.
That's
Cusack,
one you can't hit.
I've heard Cusack talk about this.
There you go.
The Donkey Kong TV show. Did you ever see that?
I remember watching some episodes when I was a little kid.
Yeah, I remember really being excited that they had it at Block. I remember every time I went to Blockbuster as a kid, I would have to have like the video game related thing. I remember begging. I think at the library too. I'd always beg for movies. I remember being like, "Mom, it's the Super Mario Brothers movie." And I was so confused. And then also the Sonic movie, which is just like a 40-minute OVA, but it's actually kind of cute.
Welcome
And then
to
the Donkey
bonus
Kong
day.
one. Okay, this looks. What the heck is going on here? Oh, I gotta keep them fed, or they'll drop the.
Yeah. I feel like these overall are pretty good.
If you actually just waited for them to get help, I think it'd be hard, but if you know to just constantly do it. Some of these get hard, though. And if you can keep track of, like, which ones you haven't done recently. I think this is a clever, visual representation of this idea, too.
Yeah. Because you don't really think of, like, snakes spinning turtles, but it's cute. I forget how much is in this area. Do you have to shoot the grapes at him? At the camel?
No, you jump on his back and he spits, because this used to be lava.
Oh, right. That's what happened.
Yeah, and this is another one of those design flaws where it's like, oh, this is a cool area, but it's like I have to keep going back to the
Well, now you can go to the 2 to get the blueprint.
I know. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to do that. I have to get these yellow bananas as Donkey Kong. I have to get that purple balloon as Trixie. Whatever what's her name?
Tiny.
What would be your pitch for like a 2020 Austin Powers movie?
2020? I feel like it would have to be like, it would be like his death. Like it would be a frame story where he dies at the very beginning, and then it would be like,
It's like Citizen Kane.
well, and it would be like the zoom up like they did with the Sonic movie where they're like, I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation.
My God, I hate that. It would have to be the
But it would be that, but it would have to be like, obviously like a joke on that.
Who would cameo? No, my first pick, Adele.
Ooh, that would be good. Adele, and it would, they would unfortunately probably make a fat joke, but...
She's not that fat anymore.
But exactly, they'd be like, oh, bazinga.
I was thinking she would sing the song, was what I had in mind.
Ooh, because she just said Skyfall. That would be funny.
Who did Billie Eilish do Spectre? Is that what it was? That's weird. I never even heard that once. I heard you heard Skyfall on the radio. That was crazy.
Yep. They loved it. The middle-aged
Anderson .Paak probably be in it.
Who's that?
David, you don't keep up with any of the hip things, do you? Billie Eilish would also have to be in it.
Yeah. Rip Torn would have to be in it.
Rip Torn is dead, and I don't understand why he would be in it.
He's dead. I forgot. I just want him to be in things, but that would make sense why he's not in things anymore. Oh, that makes me sad. Who would be like the sidekick, the female sidekick? It would have to be somebody like Beyonce.
Oh my God, you about to hear this? I got it.
Okay.
I got it. So you say Austin Powers dies at the beginning?
Yep.
You know what? It's 2020. We don't have female sidekicks anymore. It's Austin Powers' daughter.
Ooh,
there you go.
I could see that, yep.
And you could make fun of how so many things are doing like girl versions of movies. You could have a lot of fun with that.
Who would it be though? Who would the actress be?
Yeah, they'd have to find somebody that kind of looks and sounds like him. I don't think,
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be hard to not do without a marketable star, but you'd have to see like who can do.
Who would be able to do like all the costumes
voice
and
all the stuff.
Yeah.
They'd get one of those Marvel guys to be the guy, because now you'd have a guy companion.
Yeah, it would be like a Chris Evans or a...
Or, what's Spider-Man, whatever the heck his name is.
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah, or somebody like that, or Don Cheadle, who's in the Marvel movies.
I wish I could get a refund on my time spent seeing Marvel movies in theater. And I didn't even see that many. I saw maybe like 5. But I was just thinking the other day about how... I don't even know if you were there. Did I do this already?
I don't think so. Maybe that opens up his...
Oh, because I gotta use invincibility to get down there. I just was thinking about how I saw that Endgame and Infinity War, and that was 6 hours. I could not tell you one single thing that happened. And Captain Marvel. All those. It's like that time didn't exist.
It was kind of like you were frozen in time, but you still aged, but you were frozen in time.
I want the time back.
I don't blame you. Oh, you never got the thingy.
The blueprint?
You never got the blueprint.
Yeah,
you did.
I got the banana medal.
Yeah, the most stuff you can get early on is better because then you can kind of breeze through the last couple of levels.
Especially, well, I don't even know about the last ones because I kind of like those, but I want to breeze through the Toy Factory and Gloomy Galleon.
Yeah.
So essentially, when we get to Gloomy Galleon, I think we'll just kind of have to go beat the boss and just get some bananas here and there.
Yeah.
But it won't have to be that many. I'm doing a pretty good dent here. I'm gonna go see what that Donkey Kong. Yeah, and we haven't even done those trap rooms yet. I kind of wanted to do an escape room in real life now that I feel like I'm an expert at it.
I love escape rooms. The last two I did, I cleared them. One was 12 seconds before the time ran out, and one was 7 seconds before the time ran out. We cleared them, but they're actually surprisingly hard.
Is there a DK barrel right there?
I think on the other side.
If
I
not-
shouldn't say surprisingly hard, but like you kind of think like you.
Well, I
like
know
for
that
me, it's
you're-
like I've got a good shoulder on my head, so it's like
I was wondering how you were gonna phrase like I know how smart I am or I know I'm really smart. I was wondering how you were gonna phrase
And
that.
like also like a lot of the puzzles are like anagrams or word-based things, and I'm good at that too. Like just because that's what I do a lot with my life.
Trivia night.
Yeah, and so like, but like some of them are, but some of the puzzles they come up with, it's kind of like what we were talking about in our podcast for 999, where it's like there were certain ideas or like ways to solve puzzles that you're not logically thinking through.
Stealthy
Snoop. You can't get hit by the lights. Where it's like the logic that the creators of the game use is different from like the logic you yourself like think with. So then it's hard to do. And that same thing happens with like puzzles in escape rooms too.
I really like these security guard guys. I don't think they show up anywhere else in the
I
game.
don't think so either.
Is
I
it
think
dead
that's a dead
here?
end, yeah.
Oh, almost got busted.
Busted.
I hope this is the right way because I don't want to have to go back either.
Oh, I think it is. Hey!
And that's what I call a stealthy snoop.
I like how with everything with Donkey Kong, it's just like, let's just make it an alliteration, and that makes it good.
No, every single barrel. Oh, I mean, you mean in general. I thought you meant just the character. Yeah, every
Yeah.
single thing in this game is alliterative. And you know what? I'm kind of a sucker for it.
Me too.
But,
Me
but
too.
it's used so much, I don't know how much it's fooling me right now.
Oh.
That's a weird...
You have to do that for the green. Who's green? Oh, Chunky.
Yeah, I don't need... There's such an overabundance of coins. You never have to go out of your way for coins in this game, especially once you get the thing, because those dirt patches give you 5 coins of everything. Okay, I'm just going to go to Snides and turn in what blueprints I have, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah. I think that's good. I like the name. Like, Snide for the character makes so much sense. I like it.
What have you learned this week?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I've learned nothing. I've
That sucks.
learned some stuff playing Virtue's Last Reward.
Yeah, I always... I don't know what kind of skeptic this makes me, but I always go, oh, I wonder if that's actually real, but I never take 5 seconds to
Well,
look it up.
I saw they had like the Schrodinger's cat book, and I'm like, I know that's a real thing. I don't know if you've seen that yet.
Well, like I said, a lot of the information that they present you with, it's interesting, but it is also stuff that you should know if you passed like 10th grade.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, I'm relearning it myself. But I acknowledge the fact that I should already know it. We should do an episode where we complain about the school system.
Oh, I've got you there. I can complain about so much stuff already. I've already been yelled at by a professor.
They should have just a whole class teaching you about insurance. Because I feel like every time I have to do anything...
See, but I gotta... We can talk more about it. No matter what you teach in high school, there are gonna be kids that don't pay attention.
I know, but here's the thing. There's not even a second given to, like, I don't know. I feel like every time I have to deal with insurance, there's new rules that I don't know about, and I don't understand. Well, where am I supposed to learn that?
Well, see, it's hard because then it's like, then you're teaching kids about insurance, but they don't have any insurance plans to look through.
Yeah, well, I didn't have any trigonometry to look through either, or, you know, like chemical compounds.
No, what I mean is, like, if you're gonna teach it, they're gonna teach the kids and be like, so hypothetically, you're gonna have this, this, and this, and then you're gonna have to talk about your stock options with, like, there would have to be a full curriculum for it. It couldn't just be like...
It'd have to be a whole class.
It'd have to be a whole class, yeah.
Well, that's fine, too, because there's so many classes of stuff I didn't use. Like I said, most of the information that I learned is only being regurgitated through playing 999. I haven't had to think about chemical compounds or electrons or any of that stuff in like 10 years.
Yeah. I do think that the way that a lot of European countries do it, where it's like you kind of have different high schools depending on what students like
So it's
want
like
to
in
do.
Japan too.
But you also have it's like the United States is also a lot more rural in a lot more areas. So they wouldn't necessarily be able to do that everywhere, you know.
Or like nutrition and cooking. I get that they have like home ec, but I mean more of like food education versus like how to prepare food.
Oh, how do you open it?
I think that's what the. I think that's what. Did I turn in Chucky's already? That's what the thing in the middle does. I think when you shoot the peanuts in his mouth.
Oh, right, and then that thing flies out. Yep.
This guy gets so mad that I don't have any blueprints. He's like, "Are you kidding me? You're a joke." I think I just have tiny now, and then I'm done.
That it is kind of weird that you can't just turn them in all at once.
I just had to put this out here, so they thought about it.
Yeah.
Let's design our own. Next week, let's design our own curriculum. That's one of my first pitches. Is you have insurance class.
Well, I am designing. Not I have like things in mind that I want to do for this writing class that I'm going to be teaching. Like
No, I'm
everybody.
doing high school.
Oh, okay.
We're doing like we're designing our own high school. Think about that.
Sure, that'd be great. I could do that. And then 16 students have to kill each
Oh. Yeah.
other.
You sound like Scooby-Doo. Okay. Next time we play 2, also we'll finish Gloomy Galleon.
Yeah, we'll do that next.